In the children's TV show, Bagpuss. A placard with this railway station marks Paul Simon writing what song in 1965? Homeward Bound. What variety of apple has the same name as a suburb of Leeds? Bramley, Gala, Pippin. What nationality were all the astronauts who walked on the moon? The Asham Ultralight brush is designed for what Winter Olympic sport? Which of these Olympic champions was a decathlete? Seb Coe, Colin Jackson, Daley Thompson. Lighter is a type of which of the following? Boat, train, bus. The diet of a megaherbivore consists mainly of what? Plants, fish, eggs. Which of these acts entered the UK chart? Which of these is the definition of the word dilapidate? In which of these films did Brad Pitt not feature? Solitaire is the American name for what card? Which of these were initially nicknamed Robin Redbreasts? Policemen, postmen, pilots. Which of these is a simple cell with no definite shape? Amalgam. Mustard seed is a fairy in what play by William? Which of these is one of the rabbits from? Which of these rival middle distance runners was the Which of these is a famous line from Airplane? Don't call me Shirley, don't. Which of these Disney characters does not wear shorts? Pinocchio. Which of these is not a green vegetable? Which of these is the title of an opera by Donizetti? Alicia di Plymouth, Isabella di Clacton. Which of these is German for 5? Fünf, vier, drei. Which of these is an Austrian football club? Which Austrian-born film star has the nickname Arnie? Nigella Lawson's first book had the title How to What? Which musical term means getting loud? Courseware is computer software. Which of these was never appointed poet laureate? Which actress received her second Academy Award in 2005? Which national park is also the name of a prison? Dart. The M25 motorway is approximately how many miles long? The M25 motorway is approximately how many miles long? 177, 77, 117. Dwayne Chambers has represented Britain in what sport? A Norfolk jacket is traditionally made from what material? When talking about the weather, a nimbus is a type of what? Matt Damon made his on-screen acting debut in what film? Matt Damon made his on-screen acting debut in what film? American Pie, Big Fish, Mystic Pizza. A no-bake cheesecake usually has a base made of what? What is the standard length of an Olympic velodrome track? Goods or wreckage lying on the seabed are known as what? Who released the 60s album, Dusty in Memphis? What sort of triangle is the subject of Pythagoras' theorem? What sort of triangle is the subject of Pythagoras' theorem? Obtuse triangle, right-angled triangle, acute triangle. Al Capone claimed to be what sort of legitimate businessman? On a stringed instrument, what piece of wood separates? In 2015, the Gurkhas celebrated how many years of service to the British Crown? 400, 600, 200. Which of these is not a plant which causes a skin rash if touched? The 2019 book, The Heat of the Moment, is about which emergency service? Ambulance, mountain rescue, fire. Complete the name of the 1990 Tom Hanks film, Joe versus the what? Volcano, world, tsunami. The video for Katy Perry's hit single, Dark Horse, is set in which empire? Aztec, Roman, Egyptian. Which regular, Loose Women, panelist topped the album charts in 1998? The Four Sights and the Great Renunciation were important in the life of which religious figure? The South Korean TV series, Muzma, Nemesis is based on which British writer's novels? Anne Cleeves, Arthur Conan Doyle, Agatha Christie. Water is coldest when it is in what state? Gas, liquid, solid. Zay flashing knobs was a catchphrase. Which of these British painters was? Which of these distress calls is most urgent? Pan pan. It says in Annie's song, you fill up my senses like a night in the what? Doghouse, forest. PDO and PGI are abbreviations associated with the protection of the status of what? The countryside, food, birds. The 1976 Daily Mirror headline, The Filth and the Fury, referred to who? To do something by a very narrow margin is to do it by the skin of your what? Fingernails, teeth, eyebrows. When used to describe reptiles, the term viviparous describes what uncommon characteristic? Not shedding skin, warm-blooded, giving birth to live young. Which of these singers released the album, Our Version of Events? Nicki In ancient myth, Paris killed Achilles at the gates of what city? Troy, Constantinople, Rome. A shallot is a type of what? Onion, apple, tomato. What gives the red planet, Mars, its redness? Molten volcanic lava, iron oxide, its proximity to the sun. Where is the most easterly point in England? Felixstowe, Margate, Lowestoft. Who features on David Guetta's hit, Titanium? Sia, Adele, Rihanna. Which Nina Simone song was used in an advert for Miller Yogurt? Ain't got no, I got life. Feeling good, my baby just cares for me.
Morgan will speak your questions. Hillsborough and Bramall Lane football grounds are in which northern city? Sheffield, Leeds, Manchester. In French, what is the meaning of the expression Je n'y comprends pas? I'm here on holiday. It's raining. I don't understand. What is a supernova, a particular type of star, planet, galaxy? The tune to Seven Nation Army provided the basis for popular chant. Liz Truss, Jeremy Corbyn, Boris Johnson. Santander is a port in which European country? France, Spain, Portugal. Who is the Roman goddess of fertility? Maya, Mithra. According to the saying, what is blood thicker than? Which musical features the song, I'm Getting Married in the Morning? Which former Harry Potter star qualified as a yoga instructor? Emma Watson. Which country is the home of Skoda cars? The state of Massachusetts is in which part of the United States? Which funny man provided the commentary on You've Been Framed? How many centimeters are there in a decimeter? The track Clocks appears on which Coldplay album? A rush of blood to the... The phrase déjà vu comes from which language? What is the more common name of the Gravelly Hill interchange? Who was US President during the American Civil War? What's the state capital of Texas? Which tough guy actor played Danny DeVito's twin in the movie Twins? What is coal chiefly made from? Copper, cobalt, carbon. What, basically, is bologna? Pasta, bread, sausage. On which European river is Lorelei said to lure sailors to rocky danger? Rhine, Danube, Volga. What's the name of Tasmania's capital? Who voiced the wicked lion Scar in the original Lion King film? What is the name of the rigid flat surface an artist mixes their paints on? Which vitamin is known as sunshine vitamin? Where does a troglodyte live? If you had just bought a pair of Doc Martens, what are they likely to be?